And moving on, Paul Ingrassia, President Trump's nominee for special counsel, has withdrawn after a storm over racist texts. Politico reported that Ingrassia called Martin Luther King Jr. Day the seventh circle of hell. He also said he had a Nazi streak and used an Italian slur for black people. In another text aimed at Vivek Ramaswamy, he wrote, quote, "Never trust a Chinaman or Indian. Never," end quote. Back in September, he was already under fire because of his misconduct. And more details in our next report on how the Trump aide derailed his political career.
Paul Ingrassia, President Donald Trump's pick to lead the U.S. Office of Special Counsel, has withdrawn from consideration after reports surfaced that he sent racist and inflammatory text messages. The 30-year-old lawyer, already facing scrutiny over his lack of experience and a prior misconduct probe. Ingrassia confirmed his withdrawal in posts on Truth Social and X on Tuesday evening, saying he lacked enough Republican votes to move forward. His exit followed a Politico expose detailing a string of racist, anti-Semitic, and bigoted messages allegedly sent by Ingrassia in a group chat with fellow Republicans. In the texts, he reportedly described himself as having a Nazi streak and allegedly declared that Martin Luther King Jr. Day should be tossed into the seventh circle of hell. He also reportedly used an Italian slur for black people, writing, "No malignant holidays," adding every single one needs to be eviscerated. Then, in January 2024, he allegedly wrote about former Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy, "Never trust a Chinaman or Indian." The comments, published Monday, quickly detonated Ingrassia's already fragile nomination. And by Tuesday afternoon, Senate Majority Leader John Thune said plainly he's not going to pass, urging the White House to pull the nomination. Senators Ron Johnson, Rick Scott, and James Lankford joined him in opposition, with Scott calling the remarks wrong and anti-Semitic.
I can't imagine how anybody can be anti-Semitic in this country. It's wrong. It never should have got this far.
Even the main Jewish group that had supported Ingrassia, the Zionist Organization of America, abandoned him. Its president, Morton Klein, told CNN, "If these text revelations are accurate, I have no choice but to immediately withdraw my support." Klein said that in an age of rising anti-Semitism, even a hint of racism or anti-Semitism can't be tolerated. Ingrassia's attorney, Edward Andrew Paltzik, questioned whether the messages were authentic, suggesting they might have been AI-generated or taken out of context. He claimed that if real, they were self-deprecating and satirical humor mocking liberals who routinely call MAGA supporters Nazis.
In this age of AI, authentication of allegedly leaked messages, which could be outright falsehoods, doctored or manipulated, or lacking critical context, is extremely difficult. What is certain, though, is that there are individuals who cloak themselves in anonymity while executing their underhanded personal agendas to harm Mr. Ingrassia at all costs. We do not concede the authenticity of any of these purported messages.
However, the Politico report wasn't the first controversy linked to Ingrassia. Earlier this month, the outlet revealed that the Department of Homeland Security investigated him for alleged misconduct involving a female colleague. He reportedly canceled her hotel room booking before a work trip, forcing her to share a room with him. She later retracted her complaint, but told officials the situation made her uncomfortable. Ingrassia declined to comment, but his attorney denied the allegations.
Mr. Ingrassia has never harassed any coworkers, female or otherwise, sexually or otherwise, in connection with any employment.
Ingrassia's background had raised alarms long before the scandals broke. Admitted to the New York bar only last year, he was considered a novice for a position historically held by veteran, nonpartisan lawyers. Instead, Ingrassia brought a history of extremist rhetoric. He had previously praised white nationalist Nick Fuentes, called for martial law after the 2020 election, and publicly argued that straight white men were the most intelligent demographic. Trump nominated Ingrassia in June, but his hearing was delayed after questions about his conduct and views. But by the time the racist text surfaced, his nomination had no path forward. And for Paul Ingrassia, it was over. A few texts, a few words were enough to end a nomination.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.